Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jonathan back again with the Weekly Scuffle, and I'm here to talk about the Miami Dolphins offseason and whether or not they did a good job and if they addressed everything they should have. And you start off with Malik Reed, Jaden Ramsey. You brought in David Long. These are some solid players, very solid players that you brought on for relatively cheap, and are going to impact the defense side of the ball, in my opinion, right away, especially with Vic Fangio, who, in my opinion, I believe that's the biggest offseason addition so far, not counting Jalen Ramsey, of course. And I think that's a very great move. They brought back Nick Needham, Duke Riley, basically the entire running back room. And, they also brought back Andrew Van Ginkel, who I'm a huge fan of. They also brought in Jake Bailey from the Patriots, losing Morstead. So I definitely think overall the offseason has been relatively solid. I think they did a good job at that. And, I think the real problem is the O line. They brought in Dan Feeney, who, solid depth guy. I don't really think he's a starting caliber player. I think he's really a depth guy at the very best. And, maybe he competes and, he could actually win out a spot. You never know. But with that being said, I think the O line, tight end position, definitely something that needs to be addressed, specifically in the draft. I think there's holes there that need to be fixed in order for the team to have relatively great success. I think they'll be a playoff team. It's going to be tough in the AFC East, especially with, people like Mike Gesicki going to the Patriots and moves like that. And if Aaron Rodgers finally does go to the Jets, very, very tough division, probably the best in football. And honestly, I think overall, great offseason. I would probably say B plus or A minus. I think they did a great job, and I think a couple spots could be addressed in the draft and potentially later on in free agency. Byron Jones' contract does come into play after June 1st, I believe. So you'll have 13 million to work with. I believe they're sitting around 50,000 right now, so not that much to play. So it's going to be very interesting. I think the season so far is looking great. I think you pair a top 10 offense with a top 10 defense with Vic Fangio. I think you're destined for greatness, and we're really going to see what this team is made of next year. So, with that being said, we'll see how all this plays out and see you next time. Peace.